Hello,
Hi.
everyone.
Hi, good to see you all.
I'm so glad you are joining us tonight for our live online custom jewelry design along with my sister Tracy,
Hi.
who is an award-winning custom jewelry designer. And we are so happy to do our Thursday night show that we have been doing now for 4.5 years. And happy that you are joining us.
Yes.
We Before we get started, I think I'll tell folks about what's going on in the store.
That'd be great.
And so right now we're having our fall into fall sale here in our store, not here in our store, here in Daytona Beach at our physical location on Beville Road. 22% off all jewelry, plus these beautiful crystal skinny stacking bracelets that we are giving away with any purchase. And that's going on through this Saturday, November 9th. So 22% off all jewelry. And we are giving away this really beautiful red enamel and pearl vermeil necklace valued at over $100. So this is gold over sterling silver, a beautiful piece of jewelry, and someone will be winning it tonight. So in order to register, you're going to share this live broadcast right now to your own Facebook page and then comment shared in the comment section. That will automatically give you one entry into tonight's show. Now, I'm sorry, into tonight's, you're already entered into the show right now, into tonight's giveaway. Now, if you'd like to increase your odds, you can do so by tagging your Facebook friends. And for each person that you tag, you will get an additional entry, up to 10 additional entries. So glad to have you all here with us tonight. And one last thing, a reminder that we do buy and trade jewelry. So this is a great time to go through your jewelry box, your jewelry armoire, or your jewelry drawer and see what you can find that's unwanted jewelry that can bring you cash. This is unwanted jewelry that then you can turn into money for remodeling or for travel, for shopping sprees, or even a new wardrobe for the fall, any of these things. And this is using jewelry that you haven't worn in years. So if you have some things that you are interested in selling or trading, just call or text us and we will make an appointment for you so we can sit down with you and go through what you have. You can get more info at tracyandstacy.com tracyandstacy.com and click on the gold buying tab. All right, Trey. Are you ready?
Yes, let's go ahead and go forward.
All right. Very good.
Okay.
Here we go.
So let's go ahead and start. They have some new designs, but it was nothing to write home about.
Oh.
They were just super simple. So I think we should go on to freehand.
All right.
I just downloaded the new designs this morning thinking, oh, good, that'll be something really pretty, but it was nothing.
That's very funny.
I know.
To write home
That's
about.
Really unusual.
That rarely happens. So
I agree.
There are still hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of wonderful designs. So don't feel because the ones were not anything to write home about tonight that today that there are plenty of choices for you.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with you. Okay. So currently I have a ring rail up here. It's a size 7 3/4.
And what's a ring rail?
And
quickly?
The ring rail is a guide for us to design our ring around so that we know that it will be a true 7 3/4 once we are done designing it. So that is what we're doing right now, making sure we have it the correct size.
Very handy.
Let's go ahead. We've had a lot of people talking and buying floral designs, which is so interesting. So I thought we'd go ahead and do a floral design ring. We're going to go ahead and take Of course, I don't remember which one it was, but they all look a lot alike. Honestly, there's so many leaves. I don't quite know the difference, but we are just going to go ahead and pick this particular one. We're looking at it from the side. And I think to make it a little more interesting, we will change this leaf into a nice bright yellow. Oh, I see the ring rail turned into the bright yellow. Let's go ahead and turn that into a bright yellow.
And let me quickly say to Rick, I'm watching it on Facebook, and it seems to be right on, moving right along with our with what Tracy is doing. So maybe the ever popular go out and come back in again, because it doesn't appear to be frozen.
Oh, good.
Yes, we do not want that. And thank you for telling us in case we were having that problem.
Absolutely. It's always not a good thing when you aren't able to come across the way you think you are coming across.
Right.
Okay, so I'm putting this little leaf right along the ring rail. And it's always so interesting how so much day goes by and I forget a little bit what I had done. But that's okay. It's just a nice fresh start as to what we are planning to work on right now.
And it's definitely for Tracy. She often does her designing at 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning, believe it or not. So it has been a long day between then and now.
It has, yeah, absolutely. So I'm taking the ring rail, and that's going to kind of be my center area. And I have put a leaf on here. I think it's nice and thick. Let's see how many millimeters, 1.15. So definitely thick enough to hold up well for wear. And I have bent it just a little bit so you can see it has a little bit of a bend in there. So it will go around your finger instead of being stiff. So let's go ahead and duplicate this particular one.
And a quick question, Trey. You had said to me this morning that you noticed more of an interest in botanicals and florals, more requests in the store and so forth for that.
We have, yes. It's interesting. You know, there's always something that's more popular than other things, and that seems to be, I mean, I have had requests for leaves that are on sage. I have had leaf design requests, flower requests.
Wow.
My leaf designs, I've had many a time been using those now.
Yeah, that just seems to be sort of a classic in our store.
It is, but like I would say, I can't tell you how many more people have gotten leaf designs, and they've been pieces that we've designed and they've added to them. It's been really nice.
That's wonderful.
Okay, let's take a look on this side here, and let's bend this just a little bit. And now we have the beginning of our ring, just as kind of a graceful ring pattern, back and forth, back and forth. And the best way to do this is to what they call polar array. I'm sure that means something. You know, if, excuse me, in engineering, some kind of polar array. But right now, we just know it from this particular program. We're going to go back in and start with the original leaf. Let's make sure that we have this in the through finger view. There we go. Good. So I wanted a little area in the middle to be open so that we can add just a nice plain spot for the center stone to be set into. We're actually going to be putting a setting there, but we need something for it to grab hold of. Let's go ahead and hit the polar array button here. Hopefully you can see I'm getting kind of close, but I can't get too close or I can't make it work. It goes out quite a ways. There we go, as you can see there.
And Tracy is certainly not above, pushing the limits of this program to do challenging different things. But even in this case, she wants to make sure that putting all those leaves on there still allows us to be able to work the program.
Yes, because I can't get near the edges
That-
is the problem.
That's a bummer.
Uh-huh. Like to pull them around, like right now, see, I can't,
Mhm.
so I have to make it a little bit smaller.
Just so that you can reach to those different areas.
That's
Is that
right.
right?
Okay, so we could possibly, let's just take all the handles off and let's take a look at what we've got going on. So I like the airy look, but it really would not hold up.
Whoops.
So let's see if and let's put everything back on. Let's see, right now we're at a 5 count. And it's funny, no matter how close I get, it stays the same. Actually, it gets bigger the farther I go back, that number 5 there. So let's go ahead and make it a 6 count and see where that takes us.
And this is a question.
Oh, that's good. It's much more
look at
solid.
that.
So we're going to do the same on the other piece. Yes, Stace?
And is there like a limit to how many?
Perfect.
That is so beautiful. How many polar array pieces you can have?
Oh no, we could have 100 now.
Oh, whether it would
keep
just working after that.
I know, and it would just be overlapping itself, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to go ahead and take the first ring of leaves, and we're going to put it onto the other side of the ring. And we're going to do the same thing with the second row. We're going to put that over to the other side. So now we have the beginning of our ring. And so right in the center, we need to put a little something so that everything will be held together. I didn't want the leaves underneath the setting. It just seemed like a waste. So I thought we'd just do a nice little plain area there. So we'll go in here and, well, this lattice is kind of pretty. Let's try that. That's what I would do if I was just taking my time and playing around with it. It has a very good look for what we're doing. Lattice and flowers and leaves seem to always go together. Now I've shrunk it down a little bit and I'm bringing it up to the top. Let's see what it looks like up there. It's looking good. Let's shrink it down a little bit more. There we are. Let's take a closer look at that. Yep, that gives us a nice base. We can actually pull it out a little bit more, just a teeny bit. Yeah, I think that makes for a good open look at the top. Let's see if we have to give it a turn or anything. No, it's a perfect fit in there. I like it. So let's go ahead and save one more time. And we're going to bring in a setting for the top. They have so many beautiful settings that we can use. I thought we've been getting a lot of princess cut diamonds in lately. And
yes, we have.
I just thought a princess cut would be something different than we usually use. So let's start out by saying that we want a princess cut. Princess cut is a square diamond. It has a cute little name, actually. It makes you feel special when you think about a princess
cut. I'd like to know who actually came up with that.
I know.
Because it was brilliant marketing and it's a beautiful stone.
It is. We're going to use this one here that is a flowery design. I think that really adds a nice look to this particular ring since it is botanical. And the next thing after we get it onto here, we're going to turn it into a princess shape. Now, whoops, did it just die?
Okay, there we go. Maybe. I mean, not maybe that it
I think so let's see where we're at.
Oh boy.
The counter sketch turned itself off.
Yes, it did. So I'm going to remove you for a minute here.
There we go.
And just as you're restarting, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah, that is fine.
Okay, very good. And so now I don't know what I'm doing. So let me just quickly remind folks that we are going to be having our night before Thanksgiving live online jewelry sale again this year. That'll be Wednesday, November 27th at 7 p.m. It'll be our 5th annual night before Thanksgiving sale with lots of free prizes, lots of giveaways, and fun. So make sure to mark your calendar for Wednesday, November 27th for our live online night before Thanksgiving jewelry sale.
Oh yeah, we are going to be so happy when you join us.
Yes, that is such a joy to Tracy and I. Okay, let's see how that goes, Trey.
Okay, so I'm bringing that setting in again. And let's see what happens. Thank goodness we had saved along the way.
Good job. And I didn't even tell you that anyone said that.
I don't know if they did, but I was remembering it from
good job
from earlier times.
From past disasters.
So as I was starting to say, this is a great design for there we go. Okay, good. Great design for a round stone also. And let's go ahead and put the princess cut in right now. I used a 1 carat, but as we've talked about before, we have the lab-grown diamonds in-house, and a larger stone would not be out of the question.
There's never a problem with a larger stone. That is for sure.
Yeah, but isn't that a pretty design? You could actually even turn it if you wanted.
Look at the head. I know.
Look at that. A whole different look.
Oh, I love it. It's like that. Oh, look at all the diamonds underneath. It's like the quatrefoil design, sort of.
You're right.
So popular.
Yeah. So we'll leave it at an angle. Why not? And let's go ahead and fill in the bottom area. So we're going to go back into Botanical. Why not? And we're going to look at it in an angle that we can actually enjoy. Let's see what we've got here. It's so interesting. I've completely forgotten what I used earlier, but that's no worries. We will add whatever looks good to us now.
And 4.5 years that we've been doing this, and that is often what Tracy says. But yet she brings up a beautiful piece and continues with her design. So,
well, all these pieces that we have to use helps me along the way.
Yes, I love that actually.
Okay, so does this have a top and bottom? No. Let's bring this on down.
I'm not even sure where we are at this point.
I'm going to put this down at the bottom here.
Okay.
And let's make it a little bigger. And let's see how thick that is. 1.3. Well, I think for the bottom of the ring, maybe we need to make that a little thicker. So I have it at a 1.6. That should be fine. And we're going to have to, let's see if we get this in place first. Here we go. Let's go ahead and bend this and get this so it goes nicely around the shank of the ring. There we are. Let's see if we distorted it. Let's put it back. I know it's easy to distort.
Sometimes it's hard to tell. Ooh,
no, that looks
good.
That
is so beautiful.
It's definitely a pretty look. We don't see it enough.
No.
These swirls, but this is also a botanical swirl. And let's go ahead and duplicate that. And on this one, let's give it a turn. I know I didn't do that earlier, but it just seems like it would be nice to turn it around. And we're going to bring one direction and the other direction, and then we're going to have to adjust them and pull them back up. Let's see how that looks. I didn't just want, I just didn't want a plain shank on this particular piece. I think this will be doing the job. Let's put it through finger view. Get a little closer, give it a bit of a turn, and just place it in its spot here.
Oh, and save.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now let's put the grid back up and see if that's about centered. Yep, that looks about centered to
Yes,
me.
it does.
Okay.
It's very nice.
And now let's go ahead and polar array this. We're only going to polar array one.
There's
So is it worth it? I'm not really sure.
It's always fun to say polar array.
It is.
I don't know why, but that just
Oops.
always tickles me.
Well, good.
And I like what it does too.
Let's see how this comes out. I know I've only hit
Uh-oh.
one of them,
Oh,
so
boy.
who knows what we're doing. We might end up. Definitely has an interesting look, doesn't it?
It does. And I just moused accidentally over one of my tabs and I thought the program failed.
Oh no, that would be bad.
So
Let's turn this one off and see where we're at. Okay.
And if I can ask those of you in the comment section to just quickly tell me if you have started your Christmas shopping. So just say yes or no. I'm so interested to know how other people are doing their Christmas this year. I've heard people have been, the reason I ask is because people have started early in our store.
Yes,
and I
they
just
have.
was interested to know if that was a trend. So Lisa says yes. Teresa says no.
Okay. There we go. I'm just filling in the back area.
Very nice.
And let's get a little closer view. I think we can take that ring rail away.
I think so too.
Because so far we have everything up there. And that definitely is an interesting look.
I like how it's open in the back there, Trey.
It's nice and airy.
It's airy, and then also it doesn't make it, you don't have to use as much gold.
You're right.
Or platinum or whatever you're using.
And I know the jeweler would like to have a little spot that he can open up if he needs sizing. So let's add that in.
A sizing bar.
A sizing bar. Mm-hmm.
Not that I was correcting your part of it. Just, what's that called again?
Yeah, a sizing bar. Let's see if this is going to be ample. Otherwise, I don't really know what you would do with this piece. I'm sure we've used it before on something. There we go. And let's just drop that down. And let's make it not as tall. Dome amount, bar width, and bar height. Which way do you think it is? The width or the height? Let's think it's the width. It is.
Yay! You got to go with your wins, folks.
Okay, there we go. So we have a little sizing bar in there to help if you needed it sized in the future. And we could always adjust that later. We just need it right there now. Maybe make it a little, let's see, a little taller. There we go. Okay, now let's take a look at the top of this ring and let's get that grid taken away. Okay, you could leave it
grid.
You could leave it just like this, or we could keep going with it. So let's go ahead and keep going. We're going to click on the first ring of leaves, and we are going to open that up a little bit, and we're going to click on the other set of leaves and open that up a little bit. And right in the center there, as you can see, we have a lot more we have to do once we open it. Let me go ahead and save. I thought we'd go ahead and make it even a little more botanical. Yes, thank you. And we're going to go down. I just love this little piece they designed that we can use. And it is a branch.
Love it.
I've used this branch for antlers.
Mm-hmm.
But this time we're going to actually use it as a branch. We're going to make it just a little bit smaller. move it up to the top. Let's see. Let's go ahead and bend it. And let's see how that looks, because you can't tell at this angle what it's really going to look like. And it needs to definitely be no, I actually like it. Let's go ahead and leave it, and why not polar array again? We're right there at that spot. Hit the polar array, and let's see what happens. I mean, what an unusual, oh, is it going to do it for me? We'll see. Yeah, so let's see. We'll go ahead and go 360 degrees around. And then let's see how the count is. The count is looking good. I think we'll leave it.
Oh, no pun intended. I think we'll leave it.
Well, let's see. You know, you're right. Not that you said anything. I'm thinking it. Let's see if we add one more and see what it looks like. Oh, it actually looks really neat. Try one more still. Ooh, it's almost like it's woven. Let's leave it at that woven look.
No, keep that, Trey.
I think that is perfect. It needed just a little bit more. Oops. Look at it, kind of floated away.
Oh my, what in heaven's name?
You could easily make an orb of some sort.
Yes.
We'll go back, put everything back where it belonged, and hit this box instead of what I hit before.
Oh, Lisa is so sweet. She says, I love this. Very earthy.
Oh, thank you, Lisa. That's where I was headed with it. Let's go ahead and save again. As you can see, oh, it didn't really want to save. You can see.
It didn't want
there we go. It's saving now, which is great. I don't know why but then it's also complaining.
We got too happy. All right. What do you, and Lisa said it's fairy-like. Oh my gosh.
Thank you,
love
Lisa.
That.
I could tell we were already starting to have a little difficulty because of what is down below here is no longer showing up. So if you don't mind, why don't you go to show
gladly
something else is going on? Let me restart again.
All right. Gladly. So we are having in our store this week and through Saturday these beautiful free a set of 8 crystal skinny stacking bracelets. And these are with any jewelry purchase, a $39 value. Plus, speaking of starting your Christmas shopping early, we are having 22% off all jewelry, and that is in our store on Beville Road here in Daytona Beach, Florida. And next week, we will be having our live online fine jewelry sale as we do every Wednesday night. That's November 13th from 7 p.m. Eastern time on. And we will be giving away a piece or pieces of diamond and gold jewelry valued at over $500. And that will be show number 443, which is downright amazing. So going on back to you, Trey.
Okay, let's see where we ended up.
Whoop. Still waiting.
I wonder if the autosave saved it.
Did I jump back to you too soon?
Oh no. It's
All
gonna
right,
come up.
Here we go. Oh
my.
Nice.
Well, we went back quite a ways. Let's see if autosave saved it. No. Sorry about that, folks.
And thank you, folks, for your patience as Tracy does like to do more fancy things and always test her own skill level and the skills and abilities of the software.
Okay, well, here we are.
And you guide me, Trey, on what?
I think we're going to put the branch. So let's go ahead and give that a shot. Gives us another time to be able to accomplish it. There we go. And we'll see. Maybe the branch is causing the trouble. You never know.
Sometimes that's the
Mhm.
case.
Yep. Sometimes the design doesn't like something and it tells us about it. Okay. So we are going to put this, I know we're going to put this up at the top. And let's go ahead and bend this again. There we are. Used to be
Very
such a
good.
scary thing bending it. Now it's so natural.
That's right.
And since we've got polar array, let's polar array this. We're going to do 360 degrees. It seems like we've just said that, doesn't it?
It does.
And let's go ahead and do 7 count, I think. Or maybe it was 6 count. Let's see. I think it was 6. Okay. Let's save now. Hopefully it will take.
Saving should always take. What these people forgot the rule.
I know. It does look like it took. That's good.
Yay.
Okay. And I have to tell you, I forgot what we were doing. Do you recall?
Well, were you were putting in like the branch?
Okay, well,
And
that
then-
branch is in. So I know I wanted to add some little accent stones. And I
Very
thought
good.
little bezel set would be really cute.
Do you need a picture of your original from this morning?
No, that's
For me to
okay.
Bring that up? Okay.
Thank you. I've got it right on my phone. Because guess what? I took it and sent it to you.
Well, I figured you were doing a few things.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank
simultaneously.
you.
That was kind of the thinking.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take a 2mm stone, see what that looks like, and put it up to the top of the ring. There we go. Bring that over. Let's get a little closer and give that a turn.
Look how pretty. Seriously.
It's always nice to have more bling, isn't it?
It is, always. I just love how underneath the prongs you have all those gorgeous diamonds.
I know. It's great, isn't it?
It is. And those are secret stones, generally only able to be seen by the wearer.
That's exactly right. Let's go ahead and duplicate this because I just can't see one on there. Can you? I
No.
think we have to have another.
We must.
And let's go ahead and make it just a little smaller so they're not all the same. Let's do 1.8. It's not much smaller, but it's amazing on these small stones what a difference that little bit of millimeter makes.
Mm-hmm.
And let's give it a turn. Well, that was quite the turn. And bring that down.
And we do deal a lot with millimeters and tenths of millimeters. So
We
that's
do.
not that unusual.
Oh, did I duplicate that? I don't think I did. So we'll go back and we'll duplicate it. There we go. And then when we duplicate it, we'll make it just a little bit smaller. What ended up duplicating? No, there we go. I lost where I was.
No.
There we go. Okay, so we're going to bring this down and give it a turn. I love little bezel set stones, don't you?
I do. They allow so many, they give such a neat look and they just allow a different look.
They do. So I like it because they're not all the same size. You could put more or less on here. It really is up to the wearer.
Mm-hmm.
And let's make those go over to the other side. I love that feature also. So it's going to put it just where we need it. There we go. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Let's go ahead and render this. It's definitely tighter than the one I made this morning. Do you agree?
I do.
I had it a little looser up with the twigs in there, or branches. So maybe we'll try one where it's a little bit looser also.
Oh, well, this is great because this is the first time we will have rendered anything, right?
That's right.
From this particular show. Oh, here we go. And that head that you used with that neat sort of floral look to it around the diamond is amazing. It makes the diamond look like it's a fancy cut.
You're right. It certainly does. I just love that setting. And let's go ahead and just do it at a slightly different angle here.
Mm-hmm.
So we can really see that branch look at the bottom. And I think it would be a fun ring to wear, even as an everyday ring. Maybe take a couple of the loose branches off if they bothered your finger. But I think the rest of it would be perfect.
Mm-hmm. I think so too. And Margarita says, gorgeous.
Thank you, Margarita.
And Teresa says, love the shank you chose.
Oh, thank you, Teresa. So let me go back in. We're going to put the handles back on, and we are going to go to the set of branches right here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead back into polar array, and let's loosen that up if we can. There we go. It kind of knew where we were headed. Let's do 5 and see what that looks like. I think I actually like it a little looser up, where you can see
so
a little
pretty,
more
Trey.
light going through it. So we'll leave it at that. Now let's go ahead and save that one.
Mm-hmm. Good idea.
And let's see it on a finger. And that really puts it in perspective. Let's take those blue dots off. Oh, yeah, look at that. And it definitely has a feel of botanical right all the way up to the top of the setting.
Those prongs, just the shape of them are just makes that look like a flower.
It does.
That is beautiful, Trey. That is beautiful.
Now, with this, you could easily make it a rose gold. There we go, with maybe, oh yeah, that's definitely a different look.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Taking the hand off. Oh yeah, and I love rose gold still. It just makes everything so cheery.
It's just such a fresh look.
It is. And if we take this rose gold and we add like a, oh yeah, it's so interesting when they come back up. This one is so much smaller, isn't it?
It is.
So once this renders, we can add a little pink stone. And if anybody in the audience tonight has their choice that they would like to add, I certainly would be very happy to do that. We'll add the center stone. Why don't we add I'll tell you what we did today. We did a really pretty topaz.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. So it thinks all the stones are the center stones except the accent ones underneath the halo or underneath the setting. So let's do a side picture like that, and we'll get a picture of all those pretty stones in there. I don't know if they have that size in the small stones in the pink topaz, but they definitely would have that center stone.
And Terry Rinko says, love the band. It's really gorgeous.
Thank you, Terry.
And Diane Sherman said, very pretty.
Great.
And Margarita has 3 emojis with star eyes.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Because they are sparkling.
That's so sweet. There we go. You can really see the feel of it more from the side even than you can straight on this particular ring.
Mm-hmm. Which I like being able to look at all the different, sides and details.
Yes.
In your ring.
Now there's always room for a nice, bright, sunny diamond look.
Yes, there always is.
And we could even put that in possibly, there we go, in possibly a pretty white gold. Ooh, that's kind of neat
I like it. That's gorgeous.
with the two-tone.
Looks like a sculpture.
It does. Let's go ahead and turn it a little bit. I have to tell you, you know how much I love yellow. Yeah.
And Margarita says, since you already did a rose gold, let's do white gold with sky blue diamonds.
Oh, I love that.
Oh boy, this is beautiful, Trey. Can you take this one from two different angles?
Absolutely.
This is exquisite.
This one, it looks like it's got a strange background,
I
doesn't
know,
it?
isn't that weird how it has that little smear right there? What?
So it's crazy, but this is how I think it will show up better. When it does those things, it's always good to put it on a darker background.
Interesting.
And see if it possibly, it could be the light that's reflecting on it, which I know there's no light on this, but oh yeah, see it thinks it's at some very strange angle.
That's what the problem is.
Yeah, that's the problem. Okay. Oh, you wanted another picture of this.
If you could, but I don't want to stop you from doing Margarita's white gold with a sky blue diamond.
Absolutely. And I think I'm doing this a little small, but we'll see. Oh, it's got the black background. Well, it certainly pops on that.
It does.
I know we like to have the same background all the time, but you certainly can see this one.
Yes. And since we have learned that we can lasso things and grab them.
That's true. Okay, so Margarita wants the sky blue diamond.
And in white gold.
Okay. And the sky blue diamond is going to be very similar to that. And let's change that to white gold. There you are. And let's do it. How's this for an angle? Let's
Looks
hope it
good.
doesn't. Oh, I bet it's going to have the black again.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Once we start something, that's
Can't
it.
Stop it.
Well, it certainly shows up on there too. I like that light blue diamond.
My gosh,
really
that's
pretty.
Beautiful. Now that's a nice fresh look as well.
It is. Yeah, that soft blue is always really pretty against in the white metals.
And Lisa says, "Wow!" And then she follows it up with "Ice, ice, baby."
Is there ice cube emojis?
Yeah, we need Melinda Presnell to tell us that, right?
Right.
Oh, that is beautiful, Trey. It's just been that's such it has a lot of variety to it.
It does. There we go. Let's put our regular one back in. And this would be great to make it a band to go with it also. Oh, there we go. It decided to do it. I don't know that I requested it, but it's there.
It has now decided to do what it wants to do.
Well, we know that's true.
Yeah.
You know that's true. You have to wrestle this.
You have to wrestle these different softwares. Softwares as if that's a word.
Look at how light that one is.
It is. I'll tell you, these have been some beautiful rings tonight. And as always, we will show some of the screen captures tomorrow on our Masterpiece Jewelers and Masterpiece Jewelers on Facebook and also on our Instagram. Our Insta.
Yes, you're right. So I decided to go ahead and put a larger center stone in a round. And as you can see, that setting still is beautiful for the round.
Gorgeous.
And let's go ahead and put in maybe a nice champagne. Well, something that has been very popular is the brown stones. And let's do it in the yellow.
All right.
Oh, that really has a neat look. I'm going to go ahead and capture that if you don't mind.
Go right ahead.
That yellow branch going through it really is a pretty look. It shows the detailing really well. There you go. And
Mm-hmm.
it makes it look so much softer. Of course, this could be a chocolate diamond. We have some beautiful loose stones that we can always bring into spinels, which are
Mm-hmm.
pinks, purples. Just really pretty.
Oh, purple.
I love
Yes,
this
purple.
particular piece right there. I love the color combination.
This is it really stands out.
Let's put it on a hand.
Oh, please do. Love it, love it.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and what color nail polish? Oh, let's put some dark nail polish on.
All right. Fall. It is fall.
There we go. And
ooh, pretty.
Remember years ago, people didn't wear that really dark, like black and stuff. And I really think it's pretty.
I remember when they only wore pinks and reds and light oranges and so forth. I love all the expression people can do now with their nails.
I do too. Yep. So I love that big stone. This could definitely be a pretty smoky quartz.
Mm-hmm. It could be beautifully cut.
Let's go ahead and remove our hand. It was just fun to put the nail polish on it. I should do that every time to match the stones.
Oh, that would be neat.
There we go. Okay, well, I think that is probably it for tonight.
All right, very good.
And we sure are happy that you all have joined us tonight. Absolutely.
We truly are. So where are we here? Ta-da! So we want to remind you all that we are having our sale in our fall into fall sale now through Saturday, November 9th, where you'll get a free, absolutely gorgeous, sparkly set of skinny crystal stacking bracelets. They are a knockout, and you'll get that with any purchase. Plus, store-wide, we have 22% off all jewelry. And so think about your Christmas shopping early at this point. Now, if you have any jewelry that you are not wearing, single earrings, things that are broken, things that are brand new that were just never your style, it's a good time maybe over the weekend to round up that unwanted gold and bring it into the store. Make an appointment by calling or texting. And if you need a same day appointment, we can do that as well. So we invite you to get more information at tracyandstacy.com and click on the gold buying tab. Now, next week, we will be once again having our live online fine jewelry sale that will start Wednesday, November 13th at 7 p.m. And someone will win a piece or a pair of $500 gold and diamond jewelry. And that didn't make any grammatical sense. And then a week from tonight, we will have another live custom jewelry design along with my sister, award-winning jewelry designer, Tracy. That all starts at 7 p.m. on Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And once again, we will give away a sterling necklace valued at least $100. And mark your calendars because we will be having our night before Thanksgiving jewelry sale once again this month. That is November 27th, of course, a Wednesday night. We'll be giving away 18 different prizes, over $1,500 in prizes that night. This is our 5th annual night before Thanksgiving jewelry sale. So mark your calendar. You do not want to miss it. So let's go back to us. I was going to say, let's go back to me. That really sounded wrong. And announce our winner for tonight's $100 necklace. And the winner is Nancy Long. Nancy Long, congratulations. A round of applause for you. And as you know, all you need to do is come on into our store and pick up your prize at your convenience. And we will take a picture of you under the iconic Masterpiece Jewelers neon sign. So We want to thank you so much for being a part of our Thursday night shows and our Wednesday night shows. And we appreciate you so much. We love the camaraderie that we all have together when we are here. And you are so special to us. So until we see you either at our store tomorrow or Saturday or next Wednesday at 7 p.m. for our live online fine jewelry sale, we remind you to stay sparkly, everyone. Good night.
Bye-bye.
To schedule a free custom jewelry design appointment with Tracy, simply call or text us at 386-252-0010. Your appointment can be in person at Masterpiece Jewelers or online over Zoom. It's your choice.